Welcome. You are tuned into the philosophy expand and learn how to expand and build upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day to do the work. The confidence to put yourself out there boldly and think authentically, even though there's success. The creation has not arrived just yet, but you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything else die along with you because you did not have the courage to go out there and make things happen, manifest it, be bold, and have the confidence to make things happen. That's all going to change because you got this go-getter energy to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as framework and everything else. Book, soon to be book and everything. Podcast known as Create Like a God. This is your man, Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell, because I believe I am a winner. And so you are a winner as well. We definitely gonna have an episode of the 13 definition of winning by Tim Grover's book, Winning the Unforgivable Race to Greatness. As you can see, today is another remix episode. Okay, we're doing remixing. We're remixing today. Today episode topic we're talking about today is how to think outside the box. Okay, that's episode number 27 back in 2019, I believe. Was that Stay Creative at the time? So with that, how to think outside the box. Okay, this may contradict, but let me say something here, but how to think outside the box. Okay, let me see. You can think outside the box when you're in a box. How do you know? Okay, so I'm gonna read this. So where I got this topic from, I remember it was Balaj. This is something we was talking about. I was on live and it was like Mondays, like 6 or whatever, and we was watching this. He was talking about the box. He's like, how do you know you in the box? How to think outside the box? How do you know when you're in the box you don't have instruction to think outside the box? And if I remember correctly, you guys can go ahead and listen to the episode. I have not listened to it though. Because this is new content. I mean, kind of new content stuff that I'm talking about, but remixing it into video format. So those who've been listening to the podcast ever since, we are on YouTube, and I'm remixing this to show my face and everything like that, and having more on YouTube videos. Okay, so with that, with the topic, that's how I came up with it. It's like, okay, we had to think outside the box. You got to know that you in the box. Okay, you got to know that you in the box in order to think outside of the box. Okay. Oh man, a little late over here. It's yawning right now. It's like 1:34 right now. I'm over here recording, man. Putting this content in. So with that, make sure you go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like the video, hit that notification bell, leave a comment below. What do you think about today's episode? Okay, I'm gonna say it again at the end as well. But go ahead, make the comment right now and show you how we can improve with these episodes and everything like that. Or give me some ideas. You can give me some ideas. So let's go ahead and get to these points. Okay. This may be a short episode. Who knows? Okay. Point number one, today's topic, which is today's topic, which is how to think outside the box. Okay. Oh, actually, before I get to point number one, like I said, with YouTube and everything. So you're on podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button or to follow whatever platform you're using, and leave a 5-star rating and review. Okay. And with that, and how can you think outside the box when you are in the box? And how do you know if you're in the box? How do you know? Okay. That's what we're going to talk about. So first of all, point number one, today's topic is how to think outside the box. Point number one, which is contradicting and stuff. There is no box. Yep, there is no box. You are limitless. Okay, if y'all seen that book that be sitting right there, Limitless. No, let me see. Hold on. You see that book, Limitless, right here? You are limitless. Okay, every single one of us is limited. There's no box. There's no ceiling. Okay, there's no walls. There's no four corners. There's no ceiling. Break through the ceiling. Okay, there is no box. You gotta know there is no box. No limited belief. No things that's holding you back. Just know that you are limitless. Just know that you have power within you. Just know that whatever, the only limitations is one's set up within our own mind. Okay. First, you got to know that. You got to know you don't want to put yourself in a box. You don't want to put yourself in a box where it's limiting your full potential, your full creative potential. Okay, for you to go out and create, for you out to go make some things happen. Because if guess what, if you don't know if you can create, if you just in your box and your box is full and you're not going anywhere else, you need to get outside the box. You need a bigger box. We don't need a bigger box. You're limitless. There's no left and side box, walls. There's no ceiling. There's no even a floor. Okay, you floating. Okay, there's no box because you are limitless. Okay, you are limitless. And I got this from, I think it was an episode with Dre Baldwin. I can't remember, but it was like there's no box. Okay, there is no box. And even another one, there's another group that on Monday calls that I have. And one of the I think it was what is it? The core values. The core values is there is no box. Okay, there is no box. However, you may think there is no box. However, you may put yourself in a box because the way your thinkings and thoughts that you set up within your own mind. Okay, we all have them. We have limitations. Just know that you're limitless. Just know you have improvement. Just know you can work on yourself, and just know you can keep on working on yourself so that way you can improve and don't put yourself in a box. Don't put yourself in a box so that and hold yourself back. We don't need that. You don't need that. Okay, you really don't need that. Okay, there is no box. You are limitless. You have full creative potential in you. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to get rid of these limited beliefs that's in yourself that's holding you back, and also get some direction, which is, let me go ahead and get to point number 2 today's talk, which is how to think outside the box. Okay, how to think outside the box. Point number 2, how do you know that you're in the box? So how do you do it? How do you know? Let's talk about how do you know that you're in a box? Okay, first you got to acknowledge you're in a box, or acknowledge you got some limited beliefs. Acknowledge you got something. How do you know how you can think outside the box? Okay, how do you know? How can you think outside the box? You just know there's no box. At point number 1, just know that it's no box. Okay, that's how you think outside the box. Just know that there's no box. Just know that you're limitless. Just don't box yourself in. And how do you know, with point number 2, how do you know that you are that you're in a box? So how do you do it? How do you think like outside the box? Okay, here's the thing. Someone have to help you. Someone have to read you the instructions on how to get out of the box, which is a membership, coaching, somebody, business model, like for me, Enagic, or many other things as well. All about paying it forward. Okay, all about paying it forward, so you can figure out and you can go read the instructions on someone else's who is ready. Basically. Okay, let me repeat that again. I remember this is from the live right there. Someone has to help you. Okay, this is coaching. Okay, reading instructions. This is like books or like that, or something like that. Okay, someone has to read you the instructions on how to get out of the box, which it could be a membership, some type of membership thing, membership, or something you paying for, membership, which there's a few that I'm paying for, okay, even with gym memberships. Okay, coaching, even you coaching somebody, coaching, you getting coaching, a business, coaching your business, coaching or mentorship. Okay, a mentor, some type of mentor for you to help you think outside the box, or some type of limited beliefs, or even coaching, so that way you can get the instructions how to think outside the box. But just know there's no box. You may put yourself in a box, but just know there's no box, and there's a limited belief that I got going up. There's a limited beliefs. There's a box somewhere. I got to break through that box. How do I break through that box? Some type of coaching, some different perspective, some mentorship. Okay, some mentoring, and even you could do it yourself. How you can help somebody, which is, membership. Okay, coaching somebody, a modeling, business model, and you're Enagic, all about paying it forward. And are you paying it forward? Okay, you paying it forward so you can figure out, and you can go and read the instructions on somebody else who is ready. Okay, that's how you do it. Mentorship. I say mentorship is actually how you do it. Mentorship and coaching. Okay, I don't know what I wrote here back. I'm gonna have to listen to that episode 27. Episode 27. How to think outside the box. It's just great to have those type of stuff, and you just like think of it, and it's right there. I have not listened to that episode, but all about paying it forward. Paying it forward. Think outside the box, which I think is mentorship and coaching. Mentorship and coaching. That's how you can think outside the box. So someone who already has instructions that you in the box, and they can help you get the instructions that is outside of the box, and get you in the box. So that way you can get out of the box. That makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and get to point number 3, today's topic, which is how to think outside the box. Point number 3. Okay. Instructions of how to think outside the box is written outside of the box, but you are in the box. I was just talking about this. That's crazy. I was just talking about this. I wasn't even looking at the reading at it, but you got to know, you got to get the instructions. How to think outside the box is the instructions, and everything else is written outside of the box, outside of the limitations that you do not know, until you get some mentorship, some coaching to help you get through to break out of that box that you put yourself in. And not even that, how to be able to think outside the box. So that way you're outside of the box. You're not in the box. Okay. So the instructions is outside. It's right there. You just got to reach over and grab that piece of paper, grab the instructions, and give it right in the box, and bring right you in the box, and say, okay, this is just a box. This is how I get out this box, and boom, and break through the box. Get out of the box. Don't need to be in the box. This is how you think outside of the box. There is no box. Let's go ahead and recap today's topic, which is how to think outside the box. How to think outside the box. How do you know when you're in the box when you don't know? Okay, and actually just recap today's topic, which is how to think outside the box. Okay, how can you think outside the box when you are in the box, and how do you know you're in the box if you are in the box? Okay, lead to point number 1. There is no box. You are limitless. Break through limited beliefs. You are limitless, and if you're in a box, there's you put yourself in that box. There's no ceilings. There's no walls. There's nothing holding you back but yourself, but you are limitless. Point number 2 is, how do you know you're in the box? So how do you do it? Which is mentorship. Okay. How do you do it? Mentorship. Okay. Someone has to help you, or someone who reads the instructions on and it gets how to get you outside the box. You got to read the instructions. Point number 3, the instructions of how to get outside the box is written outside of the box, but you are in the box. What you need to do is reach in outside of the box, grab that piece of paper, or somebody put the instructions in the box with you, so that way you can get out the box and able to think outside of the box through mentorship and coaching. And you can say mentorship, coaching, and maybe some other books and webinars, and you doing the same thing. You going out doing coaching, some programs, some business, or modeling something, model, mimic, and master. Okay. So if you like this episode, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, go in the description below. Everything's there in the descriptions. Make sure you go ahead, leave a comment below, and tell me what you think about today's show. Tell me what you think about today's show, as well as you on the podcast. Okay. If you aren't listening on the podcast, we go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe also through whatever platform that favorite platform that you're using, and use that. And on Anchor, you can go send voice memo through Anchor. And also, if you're using Spotify, make sure you go ahead. There's some good questions and multiple choice at the end of every episode. Okay. Folks, it's not where we at, it's where we come from. Always create like a God. Leave your man's a 5-star rating and review, so we can go up in the rankings. And folks, it's not where we at, it's where we come from. Always create like a God. We are the master of our fate. We are the captains of our soul. We are made in the image of God. We are the co-creators of our own reality, and take full possession of your own mind. Create like a